This is the program simply to print how many times a program get executed. That's it. Okay, this program is there only to print how many times my program execute. So how many times this loop will execute? Tell me. Here if I take counter here, comma, just again I am revising your concepts. Counter equal to 0. Counter equal to 1. 1. Okay. And here cout NDL counter. And here I increment the counter to counter equal to counter plus 1. Run the code. Enter value of PM. Okay. So I enter value of PM as 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So this loop get executed how many times? M times. So if I take a stop M, if I take here N, so because we always write the complexity in terms of N. Again run the code. Enter value of N, suppose I enter value of N as suppose 16. So how many times loop got executed? 16 times. So what is the complexity of this code? Complexity of this code is big O of N. Big O of N. What is this N? N is the counter here. N is the size of for loop. Okay. So the example of this type of program is our linear search, searching a number in a list or finding the maximum number in an array. If I want to write the program for this, so I need to visit every element one more time. So complexity of all this program are big O of N. For addition of all the number in the array, finding the maximum number in the array, printing all the elements of the array. So whenever we need the operation of that type, always the complexity of big O of N. Okay, I hope this concept is clear. This is called a linear search complexity. Okay, now I write the program for binary search. Linear complexity, then next is logarithmic complexity. Logarithmic. Okay. Log complexity. Now what I do here I decrement the n by 2 always. Suppose n equal to n by 2. Now what will happen? काय will सांगा मला? Always your program will execute how many times? N by 2 times. Let us run the code. Let us see the output. Compile and execute the code. Suppose I will enter value of n as 8. What I take here? I take here 0 to understand more better way. Eight. So 1, 2, 3, 3 times. When I enter value of n as 8, I get 3 times. What is the relationship of this output? कसं कळणार आता हे कसं म्हणजे 8 आलं तर 3 आलं कसं कळणार? Here your complexity equal to log base n. Here by default its base is 2, log base 2n. Okay. काय करतो मी? Log. Okay. Control C, X, Control V. This is your complexity. Log n to the base 2. Why 2? Because we are dividing it by 2. That's why here log to the base 2, log n to the base 2. This is the complexity. Now let us print the value of n here. Cout and L n equal to, and here I print value of n. I will understand more better way. Execute the code. 16. Now see, when n was 16, value of counter is 1. When n, then n equal to n by 2, n becomes 8, and counter is 2. Value of counter is 2. Then n equal to n by 4, counter is 3. And then plus plus I becomes 4. Okay, what I do for more better understanding, I also print value of I also. तुम्हाला आणखी व्यवस्थित कळेल काय उडाले. I less than n आहे ना. So here I, okay, and I equal to, and here condition is I should be less than n. Okay, and n equal to. Run the code. Eight. Now see here, initially I0, I less than n. Yes, n equal to 8. Condition satisfied. And I equal to I equal to I plus 1, I becomes 1. Now n equal to n by 2, n becomes 4. Now 2 less than 1 less than 4, yes, condition satisfied. Then I equal to n by 2, n becomes 2. As n becomes 2, I also becomes 2. I should be less than or equal to n. It's equal to n, na? It should be equal to n. So I should be less than or equal to n. Again I run the code. हे लवकर समजत नाही तुम्हाला. Now I0, I less than n initially is 8. I0, now 0 less than 8. Okay, condition satisfied, then I becomes 1. N equal to n by 2. I adjust the window. Okay, then here initially n is 8. This n is equal to 8. Okay, then here you get okay. Okay, fine. Now here initially hello world, you get hello world here. Hello world. Then enter n, you enter value of n as 8. Now n is assigned at 8. For I equal to 0, I less than 8 plus plus I. Now this loop will execute 8 times. Okay, this loop will execute 8 times. Initially I equal to 0. Here you get I equal to 0, I less than n equal to. Now n was here, n was 8. You get n equal to 8 here. Now here value of counter. Counter was initially 1. So here counter, you get the value of counter as 1. Okay. So what I do better to understand in more better way, I write here counter equal to, and here counter. Again I run the code. 8. Multiple windows are open, that is confusing. Better I close some of the window. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So here value of n is 8. Okay, value of n is 8. Now here I equal to 0, I less than n equal to 8. Here I equal to 0, I less than n equal to 8. Now value of counter is 1. Counter value was 1, so counter becomes n. Then n equal to n by 2. Now value of n was 8. Now value of n becomes 4. Now value of n becomes 4. It come here, control come here. Now it checks whether I less than n. Yes, value of n was here plus I. Okay, now it's 1. 1 less than n. Yes, 1 less than n. It is satisfied. So here I get I equal to 1, I less than n equal to 4. So I get this output, and counter equal to 2. Why? Because here I have incremented the counter by 1. Previously counter was 1, now counter is 2. N equal to n by 2. Now value of n becomes how much? Value of n was 4. Now value of n becomes 2. Value of n becomes 2. Again plus I becomes 2. 2 less than equal to 2. Yes, 2 is not less than 2. 2 is equal to 2. Condition is satisfied. So here I get I equal to 2. I less than n equal to 2, and plus counter becomes 3. But now here plus I becomes here 3. As I become 3, 3 less than n, no. 3 is greater than n, that's why loop get break. So how many times this loop was executed? Here loop executed log, okay, 8 to the base 2. So what is this? It is nothing but 2 raised to 3 equal to 8. Okay, as 2 raised to 3 equal to 8, what happened here? This is nothing but log 2 raised to 3, 8, and here as a log of base, its base is 2, so 2 becomes 1. Here I get output as 3. That's it. That's why here you get the complexity of this program as 8. Are you getting it or not? So log 8 is nothing but 3. So now again I run the code for another output 16. Execute the code. I enter 16. Now tell me what is the output of this? Can anyone tell me? Kyle, output? How many times loop got execute? 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. It is always less than log to the base n. नेहमी तुमची व्हॅल्यू कशी असणार आहे? It is always less than or equal to your output. ठीक है? So here log 0 n 16 8 4, and when I becomes 3, what happened here? Why should execute 4 times? Execute the code. Why it is not showing 4? Zero, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. 3 less than 0. 1, 2. 16, 8, 4. Now I becomes 3. Okay, good. The reason is n equal to n by 2. So here n becomes 2, I becomes 3. That's why we are not getting the output for 16. Here this loop will not execute 4 times. Try to understand what happened here. It is a little bit confusing here. Next time n equal to n by 2, n becomes 4 by 2, 2, and I becomes 3. 3 is not less than 2. 3 is greater than 2. That's why I'm not getting counter equal to 4. So your complexity is always less than or equal to log n to the base 2. Try to understand this. Are you getting it or not? Okay, it's very simple concept. Again, run the code for 1024. Now 1024 2 raised to power 10 is 1024. So if you see the output of this, it is always less than or equal to 2 raised to power n. So 2 raised to power 10 is 1024. So your output is always less than or equal to log n to the base 2. What will happen? Suppose I make here instead of 2, I make it 3. What will happen? Anyone can tell me? What is the complexity of this program? N equal to n by 3 केल्यानंतर काय होईल? Your complexity will be log n to the base 3. That's it. Let us run the code. पाहूया आपण. Compile and run the code. Okay. Here I close this window. Now I have got this output. Fine. So here I enter value of n in terms of 3 raised to power. Okay. I enter here 9. Now here, what is the complexity? Log n to the base 3. So 3 trick 9. 3 into 2 is 3 raised to power 2 is 9. So you are getting 9 by 3 raised to power 3 is 9. Log n to the base 9, base 3 is you get 2. Okay. Now again I run the code. Suppose I enter here 27. What is the complexity? 3 त्रिक 9, 3 चा तिसरा घात किती येतो? 27. 3 त्रिक 9 त्रिक 27. 3 raised to power 3 is 27. So here you get the complexity always log n to the base 3. Log n to the base 3. Okay. Now again I run the code for suppose 27 81. 81. What is the complexity here? Log 81 to the base 3 is 3 raised to power 4. So here you get the counter as 4. In the same way, if I take it as m, what is the complexity of this program? Anyone can tell me? The complexity of this program will be, what is the complexity? Log base m and in bracket your number n. That's it. This is the complexity. Log n to the base m is the complexity of this program. To try to understand this concept, it's a very tricky concept. हे लवकर समजत नाहीये. But I have explained in very simple words with the help of simple examples. म्हणजे काय होईल? इथे m ची व्हॅल्यू 2 असेल तर काय होईल? If the value of m will be 2, your complexity will be log n to the base 2. If the value of m will be 3, complexity will be log n to the base 3. If the here value of m is 4, the complexity will be log n to the base 4. So should I show it for 4? 4 set दाखवतो तुम्हाला. Let us show it for 4 and your concept will be more clear. Compile and run the code. I close this window. Chari chuk 16. So I enter 16. How much counter you have got? Counter 1, counter 2. How do you get this? 4 raised to 4 raised to power 2 is 16. So your complexity is log n to the base 4. Okay, understood this? Now again I run the code. Suppose 4 चौक 16 चौक 64. किती येईल मग आता इथं? Counter is 3. What is the time complexity here? Log 64 to the base 4. So in this way, what is the general formula? Log n to the base m. Here replace this 4 by m. So in this way you have to derive the complexity. So I hope this concept is more clear now. Afterwards in your lifetime now, if you get any program on the complexity, you can easily determine the complexity. I hope so. Okay, this is for complexity of a program for logarithmic. This is the complexity of program for logarithmic. Now let us jump to another code, log m to the base n for this complexity. Okay, so what I do it now, I'll perhaps save as program complexity for polynomial. So here what I do, log m log n and here I comment these lines now for understanding in more better way. Now what is the time complexity of this program? Let us run the code, execute the code. This is simple program. Okay, enter the value of m, enter the value of n. Just neglect these two parts. Okay, just what we are doing simply for I equal to, for j equal to. Okay, so what I do here, control C, control X, here I print the value of I and j, and here I am just printing the counter value. Okay, here counter is my C value. I remove this hello world. What is C? C is the variable that I have taken. C could I the initial level. Okay, C is here 1. Okay, and this counter is C. Better I take the variable counter to understand more better way. Counter, counter, and here counter equal to counter plus 1. Just I am revising yesterday concept one more time. What is the complexity of this program? M into n. So what I do here, I start here from 1 to n. So what is the complexity of this program? M into n. कसा पाहून घ्या. Run the code. Okay, these are comments in C++. Okay. Enter value of n, suppose 2, value of n is 2. What is the, how many times counter will print? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counter 1, I is 1, j is 1, counter 1, and I is 1, j is 2, counter 2. Now here j becomes 3, loop get break. When j becomes 3, 3 less than equal to 2, loop get break. Again, value of I is initialized to 1. That's why here again, initially I was 1, and plus I becomes 2. Next time here I becomes 2. Again j becomes 1. So here I2, j1, counter 3, I2, j2, counter 4. Every time I am incrementing the counter. काय बोलाले? हे पहा, I equal to 1 आहे, 1 less than 2 आहे का? M is 2. Yes, condition satisfied. J1 less than 2 आहे का? Yes, condition satisfied. Then what I get? I equal to 1, j equal to 1. Here you can see I equal to 1, j equal to 1, and counter equal to counter. What is counter? Counter is 1. I get counter value. The counter equal to counter plus 1. Now counter was 1. Now counter will be 2. Now it will, first this inner for loop will break. And after breaking the inner for loop, this outer for loop will break. Understand this. Okay, now j was 1. Now after executing this statement, it will come here, and j plus j becomes 2. Now 2 less than equal to 2. Yes, condition satisfied. 2 is not less than 2. 2 is equal to 2. So here I equal to 1, j equal to 2. I equal to 1, j equal to 2, and counter equal to, here when counter was 1, counter equal to counter plus 1 was executed. Counter is now 2. Here I get counter equal to 2. Again, after this statement, plus j was 2. Now j becomes 3. Now 3 less than equal to 2. No, condition is not satisfied. This loop get break now. As the loop get break, okay, I plus will execute. Now initially I was 1. Now I plus I becomes 2. Now 2 less than 2. No, 2 is equal to 2. Condition satisfied. Again this loop will execute. Again j will be 1. When I is 2, again j will be 1. 1 less than 2. Yes, condition satisfied. So here I equal to 1, j equal to 2. Sorry, I equal to 2, j equal to 1. Now counter equal to counter equal to 3. Okay, counter was incremented in previous loop. Again counter equal to counter plus 1, counter become 4. Again plus plus j becomes 2, I equal to 2, j equal to 2, I equal to 2, j equal to 2, counter becomes 4. Again plus plus j becomes 5, sorry, j becomes 3. Now 3 less than equal to 2, no, loop got break. Okay, and plus plus I, now I was 2, I becomes 3. Now 3 less than equal to 2, no, condition not satisfied. Now both loop got break. Okay, and here in this way, if you print the value of I and j after the loop, let us check the value of I and j. Then you will understand in more detail this for loop. What I write here, C out, outside for loop. I execute the code. New line, what happened? C out. I close this window. Enter value of m as 2, n as 2. You can see here, when loop get break outside for loop, value of I is 3, value of j is 3. Try to understand this. Outside for loop, when this loop was broken, value of j was 3, and when this loop was broken, value of I was 3. That's why here I equal to 3, j equal to 3 outside for loop. So what I do here, I print output on new line. Okay, then what will happen now? You will get the output on new line. Two, okay, I 3. 2, 2. Now see here, 1, 1, counter 1, 1, 2, counter 2, 2, 1, counter 3, count 2, 2, counter 4. Outside for loop, I equal to 3, j equal to 3. That's it. Okay. I hope this simple example is clear now. So this is the complexity of, what is the complexity of this program? Complexity is big O of m into n. Big O of m into n. म्हणजे काय? Now I explain in more detail way. I run the code. Now suppose I will enter the value of m as suppose 2, n as 3. What is the counter? 6. 6. So 3 into 2, 6. Now here value of m was 2, I is 1, j is 1, I is 1, j is 2, I is 1, j is 3, as value of n is 3. And j is 1, j is 2, j is 1, I is 2, j is 1, I is 2, j is 2, I is 2, j is 3. Every time counter is incremented. So when the loop get break, value of I becomes plus 1 plus m plus 1, value of j becomes n plus 1. Value of I becomes m plus 1, here 3, value of j becomes n plus 1, 4. So here 3 into 2, 6. Here counter equal to 6. Okay. Again run the code. Try to understand this complexity. Suppose I enter 4 and here 5. So how many times it will execute? 5 into 4, 20. 5 into 4, 20. So here 5 into 4, 20. So this is the complexity of my program, m into n. Understood or not? Suppose I enter m and n both same. What will happen? See here I enter m as 3, n as 3. Now both are same. So here 9 times. M into n is 9 times. So here if I replace m by n, what is the complexity here? N into n, n square. If I replace this m by n, I less than n, j less than n, what is the complexity here? Initially m into n, now I am replacing it by n both. So complexity is n into n, n square. Or if I replace it by m, what is the complexity here? M into n, big O of m square. So if I replace it by mn, what is the complexity? Big O of mn. So this is the way polynomial complexity is executed. Okay, I hope this concept is clear now. I explained logarithmic concept, I explained polynomial concept. Okay, now give me 5 more minutes. Yesterday, whatever program I have shared to you, I execute the code one by one, then we stop here. Okay. So this is a program for yum into log n. Yum into log n means what? Your outer for loop will execute yum times and inner for loop will execute log n times. Means what happens here? Here I equal to 0 to m, j equal to 0 to n. Here I execute it by n equal to n by 2 times. That's it. Every time this loop will execute. Okay. So what is the complexity of this code? Yum into log n. Okay, let us run the code. I will put all this code. Yum into log n. Okay, yum is suppose 3 and log n suppose I enter 8. 4. Now see here. 3 दोन्ही 6. यम इंटू लॉग एन, यमची व्हॅल्यू 3 आहे. लॉग एन लॉग 4 किती होणार 2. 3 दोन्ही 6. यू कॅन सी द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ काउंटर एज 6. ओके, अगेन आई रन द कोड. सपोज 2 लॉग एन समजा 8 घेतो. बे 2 4 2 8. हियर यम इंटू लॉग एन ऑलवेज म्हणजे 3 दोन्ही 6. अगेन बे 2 4 2 8. Okay, so in this way you get the output. This is a program for yum into log n complexity. Okay, next code is there for program 1, program 2. Okay, this is program 2. So this is complexity of log m to the base n. म्हणजे काय होणार? Outer for loop will execute yum log m times, inner for loop will execute n times. Here is outer for loop yum time log m times, inner will execute n times. So here I will divide m by 2. M equal to m by 2. That's it. M equal to m by 2. So every time this code will execute. And why I have written this n equal to n1? Because I have to restore the value of n here. As I have decremented the value of n and m every time, so I have to restore it. So let us run the code. Log m to the base n. Log m to the base n. Okay. So here 2 2 4 2 8. I enter here 8. Better I enter 4 and enter m as 2. किती वेळेस होईल आता 4 वेळेस. Log m to the base n. Log m to the base n. So how many times this execute? 6 times. 0 0 0 1. Okay, let me do one thing. I put here Control CX, Control V. Okay. Okay. So here m equal to n by 2. Okay. Every time I decrement the m by 2 times. 0 less than equal to m. It should be equal to m. Okay, it will work now. 1 to m. Execute the code. 4 2. Log m on 4. 0 1 to m 1 to m. Log m to the base n. M equal to n by 2. So m equal to m by 2. M equal to n1. 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2. One two m. कुठे चुकत आहे 1 2 0 1 2. Okay, sorry, it should be 1. That's why we are getting the wrong output. 4 2. No, correct. Now see, this is the output here. Log m to the base n. Log m here log 4 किती भेटणार 2 गुणिले 2 4. So this is the way in which we can get the output in this fashion. ठीक आहे. आणि शेवटचा प्रोग्राम आहे तुमचा log m log n चा. तुम्ही याच्यामध्ये काय करणार आता ह्याच प्रोग्राम मध्ये program 3. Okay, this is program 3. Now this code will execute log m log n times. Let us run the code. At 4 4. Now see here log m log n times. Log m किती होणार 2 log n 2 2 into 2 4. Counter 1 2 3 4. What I do here in order to understand more better way, I just put this line here. मला समजून जाईल. And suppose I enter here 8 here. When I enter here log 8 किती होणार 3 log m 3 log n 3 3 into 3 no, you can see here 9 times. And here 0 0 0 1 0 2 1 0 1 1 1 2 2 0 2 1 2 2. So this is the way in which we can process the complexity. So I have explained all the programs with all the complexity here, log m log n and then linear and binary. So almost I have covered everything here for complexity. Any doubts to anyone, then you can ask me the doubts. कोणाला काय doubts आहेत का? I pause here the lecture for 1 minute. Anybody any doubts? कोणाला काय doubts आहेत का? Am I audible to you? I'm doubtful my voice is audible or not. No doubt? Okay, I hope this concept is clear. Okay? Very good. So this is very important lecture. Please, I will share the code on GitHub also. I will share this video with you people. So in future also you can take the benefit. ठीक आहे आपण थांबूया इथं. Thank you. Bye.